Alright, looks like we're going on the YouTubes and the Twitches. Put my links in the chat and then we'll get going here. Just take a second to copy and paste them into the Restream.io chat app. Alrighty. Okay. Time to sing as per usual. As per usual, listen for the drum taps. Like all plans, it starts with step one. $1,000 emergency fund. Step two, you pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. You stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the men. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, and why I host this after show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do Dave's baby steps. Step 4 is when you can take a breath and go less gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. Now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I go, that's why I coach, and why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. Live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show After Show. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial, and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach. You can schedule a free consultation / assessment with me at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. The link is at the top of the chat and in the video description below. You can email me about anything. Yes, anything. Especially if you'd like to sing the Baby Step song. Definitely shoot me an email about that and we will make that happen. You can reach me on Instagram, add me on a Grom, Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And if you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, that's paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. Hey, let's check in the chat. Good morning, Julia. It's me, Joe. Just open your heart and your arms. What up, you Neil? God bless you as well. All right, got started a little late today. Had some work to do at the last minute. Had to finish that up before the after show, but we're here now. We're going strong. Today's Ramsey Show hosts on an all-new show today. Dave Ramsey, back from Davecation the past few weeks, has been back since Monday, and he was the host. And it says here he's a 7-time #1 national best-selling author, personal finance expert, and host of the Ramsey Show, but we knew that already. What up, Matty Bags? Good to be alive. Glad you're alive, sir. And the co-host was friend of the after show, author of Redefining Anxiety, brand new book, Own Your Past, Change Your Future, still available for pre-order. $300 worth of extras on that. That's out Tuesday, so running out of time. Oh, we call him Dr. D, as you can see, but his parents named him John Deloney. Oh, he's got 2 PhDs, 2 more than me. Plus, he's got some other certs. John Deloney, never gonna stop. Gives advice, such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the clay of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. Ooh, he takes a call and then twirls his pen, and he saves the day again. John Deloney. Ooh, this dude has got some range. Season of change is what you're going there, says John Deloney. Never gonna stop. Gives advice. Such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the clout of the healing kind. John. Woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. Sid? I said a brilliant mind, anxiety redefined, and put in a quick read by John Deloney. Wealth and illness has to face, they didn't place, but they promised still had fun with John Deloney. Never gonna stop, gives advice, such a brilliant mind, he always sorts it out. Has the class of the healing kind. John, woo! John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. John Deloney. Alrighty. Christopher Pittman, what up? Good to see you. Christopher Pittman designed all my logos and stuff, and you can hit him up at I'll put it in the chat, designedbypittman at gmail.com. That's past tense, designed. There we go. All right. Let's see, what else do we have? Market report. Good day yesterday, down today. And I did win fantasy mutual funds for yesterday, but probably, almost certainly not going to tomorrow. Probably Troy Story will, the poster boy for the down market. he always ends up, maybe tomorrow, maybe today is a little bit too far down for him to be positive. But there's been days similar to this, not quite as bad as this, where his mutual funds are actually positive. So he's got some old boomer funds, he calls them, because they're really old, in inception date, long time ago. I think it was down all day. No, up a little bit at the beginning of the day. Right at the start, it was positive, but since then, blues. Let's see, what was the least down? Was the Dow Jones Industrial Average. That's total market index, and that's 0.33% down. Basically the same, just not quite as much down, but the same pattern. See what we got coming up. The next week is Bank of America on Monday, on tax day, April 18th. Bank of America will report. Tesla, Alphabet the following week. Yeah, Alphabet, Microsoft, artist formerly known as Facebook, Meta Inc., and PayPal. They'll all be reporting in 2 weeks. So maybe they can bring that market back up there. Whoops, did not go through the most followed on Google. As you can see, Apple 3% down, Tesla 3.66% down, and the best shape of these, everything at least 2% down. And the best shape of these is the artist formerly known as Facebook, Meta Platforms Inc., 2.24%. So not that great a day, and we'll give another horn for the most followed single stocks on Google. And that's the way it goes. Let's see what else is up in the world. Europe is all up. Asia mostly up. Currencies, the euro is down against the dollar. Japanese yen is down against the dollar. British pound low down against the US dollar. And the Canadian. Isn't that a loonie? I believe a loonie there, and that's down against the US dollar as well. Sorry. And the Australian dollar, mate, making it a clean sweep for the US dollar today. So, and that does happen quite a bit, where your market will be all down, but the dollar will have a strong day. Crypto is mixed at the moment. This doesn't stop at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Like the stock market does. This is tracked 24 hours. And just check to see if they've been down all day as well. No, they hung in there longer today. And went down and came back up, but then blues at the end there. All right. So that's that. Let's see. Magic wants to know, I did write these lyrics. Did not write the music, though. I know you find that hard to believe, but I did not write I did write the lyrics, yes. Mortgage guy said the loan would be about 29% of take home, depending on OT, with PITI. Is that it's supposed to be PMI? Am I just seeing it wrong? Or no, that's PITI. Maybe she's mobile, so maybe she put it wrong. What is pain in the irrigation system? I don't know. I don't know what that. I'm blanking on that. If that actually means something. Maybe she means PMI. As we wait for her, because she's on it. Everybody's on a delay except me. Let's see what we got as far as an explanation for today. Follows growth shares lose steam. Banks report mixed earnings. Twitter rises on Elon Musk's $41 billion buyout offer. Morgan Stanley, Citi rise. Wells Fargo slips after quarterly profit drops. They were down, and yesterday, who was it? JP Morgan Chase was down as well yesterday. It's 2.9% again for Twitter after Elon Musk is going to buy them. I'm going to try to anyway. And he said something weird. He said it's not about profit. It's about like saving the world or something like that. Or the integrity of the world. I can't remember what it is, but I don't have no idea what he's going to do with Twitter to do that. All right, that looks like good on that. Principal, interest, taxes, insurance. Thank you, Christopher Pittman. Much, Christopher Pittman. Are you still doing that same job, Chris, where you can't get in the chat ever? The Ramsey Show chat. This from CNBC. 62% of workers view the 401k, or the 401 as John Deloney calls it, employer match as key to reaching retirement goals, but they may wait years for those contributions to be their own. Key points: vesting schedules, the length of time you must be at an employer for its 401k contributions to be 100% yours, can be as much as 6 years. The most common matching formula is 50 cents for each dollar contributed by the employee, up to 6% of pay. Vesting can happen gradually over time or all at once. Well, let's see. If your employer's contribution to 401k plan are a big part of your retirement planning, be sure you understand when that money will actually belong to you. Vesting schedules, the length of time, we already said that part. It's important to reaching retirement goals by 62% of workers. Given most employers view 401k matches as part of total compensation, it's important that employees don't leave this money on the table without at least contributing enough to get the match. And of course, you don't do that if you are in baby step 2 or 3. You wait till 3 is done until you have paid off all your debt and get your full emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of your expenses. So it's not a set amount. It's your choice, 3 months or 6 months, 3 to 6 months of your personal expenses in a full emergency fund. Then after that, then you do your 15% of gross income into investing for retirement. Let's see, Christopher Pittman's been very crazy busy lately. Working away now. Laptop is down. Oh, dude. Can't do much of my side items at the moment. Oh, okay. All right, sir. No, sorry if I got you just hundreds and hundreds of emails coming to you now for that. Sorry about that if that happens. Most important, that would be your employer matches 62%. This is the survey of somebody of employer. Principals Retirement Security Survey of 2028 adults, March 2022. Okay, so next, 52% balanced investing portfolio, 51 financial advice or guidance, 42 saving for retirement outside of the 401k. You can also have your Roth IRA in addition to a 401k. Now, a lot of people don't realize that. Investment advice, 39%. Starting to save early in your 20s, not in the 20s, I hope. But in your 20s, 22%. I mean, that definitely helps. And other is 4%. I wonder what all the other ones are. Interesting. Good morning, Julia. Is the main reason to wait in baby step? I'm in baby step 3, just to get to baby step 4 faster. I'm not. Oh, you mean for investing? No, the main reason to wait until you get baby step 3 done is so that you have baby step 3 done as soon as possible. And that's because you want all of that emergency fund standing between you and Murphy. Bad luck. Any expenses that come down the line. So you want all that cash there in between you and problems, so that investing the 15% of your gross income isn't too big, because that's going to start you start at 4, 5, and 6. That's 15% of your gross income. And you do kid college, and then the rest of it you put on the house. So all your money's spoken for at that point. So basically, you're not, you don't have like extra money to cash flow, because the idea is that you start putting all that extra money on the house instead of fighting problems. And so, but of course, you would cash flow that and not put as much on the house. But that's the whole deal on that. Yeah. Right. Yep. Just so you can get baby step 3 done faster. So you have all that cash protecting you, and you have your emergency fund for emergencies instead of a credit card. Let's see what else we got. Anything here? I think we got the gist of it. All right, that's about all we need there. Let's see what else we got. This is from Investors Business Daily, and the site always does that whenever it does that all the time. Okay, Dow Jones rallies as Twitter jumps on Elon Musk buyout offer. Yeah, I thought I had the actual story. What is he? Does it say what he says? I may have seen that in another. Let's see. Offered to buy Twitter for $54.20 a share in cash, calling the bid his best and final offer. All right. Yeah, I can't remember where I saw that quote from him. That it was something like really, really ostentatious, like that. And I'm like, I don't know how you're going to use Twitter to save humanity, or whatever it was he said. I may be exaggerating it as well. This from CNN.com. The CNN investigates the fake CPA who bought a new home using money he got through federal COVID-19 relief funding, sentenced to 4 years. So yeah, there's been tale of people that bought like boats and stuff and cars. You name it, with that relief money. I can't remember what a PPP loan. Yeah, that's what it is. It's right here in the URL up here. PPP loan fraud. Paycheck Protection Program is what they called that. And so he thought he would just millions of dollars. Wow, I wonder how big his business is. Millions of dollars in federal COVID-19 relief funding, using a chunk of the proceeds to buy a Porsche and a new home. Pleaded guilty. All right. He has to pay $2.2 million in restitution. Have to sell that house probably. Which filed a litany of phony loan applications claiming fake employees and revenues for business entities he owned and operated. All right. There it is. Paycheck Protection Program. I was right. Successfully helped, while the Small Business Administration's PPP successfully helped many companies pay workers during the pandy. It was plagued by questionable lending and rampant fraud. Dave advised everybody to stay far away from that. Because, like debt is not going, and so supposedly they were going to be forgiven, but you did have to satisfy certain curriculum, certain criteria, in order to get it forgiven. And just being gift. So I don't know how all that shook out as far as what percentage. Let's see if they address that on here. I know some was getting forgiven and some wasn't the last we heard anything about it. Don't know. If I remember, I will look that. I'll try to look that up and see if there's any information on there. That's right. That's right, Julia. Super stealing. But yeah, Dave said, you don't want to do that. You don't ever want to try to keep a business running with debt, because that's just another payment you got to make. So you're not going to gain ground. And a lot of business owners are like, okay, I'll get the loan, and then, I'm going to make 5 times as much money next month. And then, of course, you don't. Yep. Slow news day today. Not that much going on. So we'll hit some Dave Ramsey subreddit, and then we'll get out of here. I don't have mean tweets on this show. No, I'm not famous enough to get tweets about me. I gave up on. I think I had, last time I looked, I had 2 Twitter followers, and those were friends that I had. Like, they were friends of mine that I had even before Ramsey stuff. So let's see, from 5 hours ago. Keep it civil, no rudeness or trolling. It says it right there on the. And yesterday was something good. I usually, look in something like this where it's something where somebody's going to be at best snarky, if not. Let's see. What happened during the first segment of the second hour? The YouTube live stream replay cut out the entire segment. Yep, and plays a commercial before picking up with the debt-free stream. That's right. And so the video ended early today, I noticed, which I was busy anyway, so it didn't really matter for the after show. But yeah, I don't know what happened. That happens sometimes. One time it happened, the mod and actually ended the show early. He hit the he clicked something. He thought he was clicking one thing in it, and he clicked in stream instead. All right, so this is baby step 3. What would Dave do? Flare. Did you just send me another one, Sid? Or the old one? Oh, that was the old one? Okay. All right. Yeah, I looked at it. It was crazy. That was I remember what it was. I remember. I have a good memory sometimes. A gentleman asked, was he the asshole? Because his wife financed somebody else's business idea, but not the husband's. So, yeah. Yep. Oh, gotcha. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, because I didn't even get this far to read this. As a senior in high school, should I buy a $35,000 car? Yeah, and that's going to be a big negative, Ghost Rider. Senior in high school, if you have $35,000, so of course it would have to be in cash. He would, of course, be paying in cash, so he knows that much. So, wonder if there's something better I could use my money for a soon-to-be high school graduate. Does he mention college at all? When I asked my father for advice, he said I should put a down payment on a house. I don't think I'll need a house this early in life, as I plan to life in a dorm or rent an apartment for most of my college years. You save any money. You don't buy a $35,000 car. You buy a cheap car. You save any money for college until you graduate debt-free. And that's the advice for any kid going to college is you pile up all cash and you don't invest. A lot of kids want to start getting that investment money going early. But the Dave advice is to just pile up the cash, and that way, because you know, even if you have scholarships, there could be other expenses that pop up. There could be something that falls through with the scholarship. You just don't know. So just make sure you get out of college with no debt. And hey, guess what? If you get out of college and you don't have to use any of that money, then you have a pile of cash to start your post-college life. And then you would have your fully funded emergency fund, perhaps by that time, out of that money, and could maybe invest some as well. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Sometimes private schools work. Can't argue. What up, Clay? Yeah, I started the show a little bit late, Clay, because I had some last minute work to do as well. Is this the one I read yesterday where okay, Dave not on, skipped the show. George advised caller sells a motorcycle to pay for his wedding after he'd been paying his girlfriend's living expenses for 2 years. I'm absolutely sure Dave would have had different advice. All right, well, they have different people. A lot of people complain when the co-hosts give the same advice Dave does, just when they just parrot Dave. So, you can't please anybody. Let's see. Alrighty. Boom, boom, boom. Making basic legal advice not to do. First-hand experience and all. Okay. So there being is rudeness and trolling. Alright. So it's my fault for clicking on that though. Alright, and Bible verses. Yep, we've done that. Okay. So I guess we'll end it early today then, since there's not much going on. Upcoming streams will be, of course, tomorrow, this show, Ramsey Show, Aftershow show, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time or thereabouts. If I didn't have that work to do, I would have started it early, right after the Ramsey Show video ended. Even though some was cut out of it, I think it ended about 15 minutes early, maybe 10 minutes early, something like that. Mondays 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Tech Support with Coach D Money, and on that stream I do the same as I just did with the Dave Ramsey subreddit, except I go to the Tech Support subreddit and I use my 25 plus years of PC tech experience to answer questions. Wednesdays, no set time. I think it was 6 a.m. This week, the Curse of Oak Island No Cap Recap. And that is a pre-recorded thing. That's not a live stream. Wednesdays and Saturdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Old Man Video Gaming. Lately, I've been playing Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. I need to go back and try and sound mine again. Kind of stuck on one part on it. It's very, very difficult, at least for me. What else am I playing? I still here and there I'll do some PC building simulator as well. And this late spring, summer, I will probably start the Last of Us games and do those, stream those. Those are my favorite games. Boom, 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 boom. Do you think there's any plus side to financing a new vehicle? No. What do you mean if you can afford it? It doesn't matter if you can afford the payments. The payments are the most expensive way to operate a motor vehicle. According to, what was that in? Car and Driver, I think, magazine. I think did one of those car magazines did a story on it. And Dave references it often. So yeah, no financing. I wish you could understand that way of thinking. I felt there would be less maintenance on it if it was new. Well, yeah, and everybody in the tech support subreddit thinks they are exempt from a part being bad just because they just bought it. And I always have to tell them parts come out, out of the box, direct from the factory, broken sometimes. That's just the way it goes with electronic parts. So, alrighty. What else we got? Give the plugs again at the top of the chat and in the video description below. There's a link for, and in the right side of my YouTube banner there that Chris Pittman designed. You see the nice thing there, and something I didn't catch when I approved it and started using it. I didn't catch this. Every day should be 2 words there, and I did not catch that, and that's my bad. But anyway, it'll be there until he fixes it. Okay. So you can click on the link for that, and then click the box that says financial coaching right here, and then you can pick a day. You can change the month. You can go May the 4th to be with you, and whatever time you want. And Calendly will email me to let me know you want that appointment time, and I'll get back with you and email you back to let you know what information I need to accurately financially assess you. The P is for PayPal, and that's what I use to accept donations. I can't get any money from the YouTube, not super chats or anything like that, nothing until I get 1,000 subscribers, and we didn't get a new subscriber during the show today, but we also didn't lose one, so that's excellent. That globe thing right there that you can barely see is the Instagram link, and that's Instagram / Coach Steve Money, so it's at Coach Steve Money, no spaces in it for that one. And of course the email, coachstevemoney@gmail.com, and you can email me about the Ramsey stuff, about financial stuff, about Oak Island, about video gaming, about computer stuff. And about those songs that I did right. And that one is John Deloney. It's me reacting to John Deloney reacting to the John Deloney song. And be prepared for all these to be the worst versions of them, because these are all recordings that I did right after I wrote them. And so, like, a good example is the Baby Step song. I've been singing that for 6 months now, and so that should be sounding a little bit better, even though I'm not the best singer. So this one's going to be a much worse recording of it. And they all say temporary lyric video because I'm going to do better ones of those. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Better recordings. All right, and maybe a nice fun, like a TikTok video where like the words are all going around for the Baby Step song. I've been thinking about trying to get that together, but I'm not the best at doing those type of things. As in, I don't know how to do. I hate video editing, and I don't. That's why I do so much live stuff, and I don't really know how to do that actually. So I would have to learn. Doom doom doom, boom 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 boom. Sid's the best bot, though. If you gotta have a bot, you might as well have a Sid bot. Whoops. That fell. Give you a little behind the scenes. That fell. I have that sitting on a flash drive to make it a little bit higher. Let's see. I have it covered up. There we go. Yeah. So see if that falls off, then that happens. So a little behind the scenes stuff for you. Alrighty. So that will do it for today. Done a little earlier today. Started late. Done earlier. Just because there was nothing going on. Trust me, I looked at several news sites. It's just not anything interesting that's not war or politics, which means they're not that interesting. So there you go. Always at war with the machines. You're right, Clay. Make smart financial decisions every day. Supposed to be 2 words, but every day.